Yo, what's up guys? Back again. So this is a series of videos where I do a Foundations opening. So yeah, video 1, video 2, right? Starter collection, the bundle, and now we have a USA made Play Boosters box and a Japanese made Play Boosters box. So without further ado, let's get into this. This one is the USA, made in USA. I don't know if the phone's picking that up, but this is the USA one. This one's the Japanese one. Alright, made in Japan, right there. So side by side, the American one has a smaller box. The Japanese one has a larger box. They roughly weigh about the same. I thought that the Japanese one weighed a little less when I first picked it up, but no, they're the same as far as what's in here. So on the front, it says 36 boosters on the American one, not on the Japanese one. The color in the Japanese one is not as bright. It looks like it's slightly faded, but it's not faded, it's just less. Yeah, see, here we go. Here's another thing. Right? Made in USA has that NC and then the number, and then they got the Japan one, which has got an entirely different. Yeah. Pretty different. Yep, slightly different, but very much like the same. So here's another thing. Yeah, the art on the American one actually wraps around the corner. The Japanese one does not. Alright, top, pretty much the same, color differences. Yeah, alright, so product's been sealed with the standard Wizards bit, and yeah, we'll get into the American one first. And take a quick look of it opening. Alright, insert here. We'll go into these at the same time, and then we'll look at the cards side by side. Alright. Yep. Fit and finish is much different on the Japanese product. The American one came open easily. The Japanese one, I had to fight with it a little bit. Yeah, very comparable, but not the same. Alright, the Japanese printing of the packaging is thinner, but it actually looks nicer than the American one. But the American one feels nicer. It's thicker. It feels like it's doing the job of protecting the cards just a little bit better. Like, don't get me wrong, this is nice. Not bad. Not the same. American, Japanese. Alright. One American, one Japanese. Yeah, they both open differently when I pull them out. And yeah. So that's weird. American has an art card on the bottom of it. Japanese has a token on the top. And yeah, it seems to be that everything is reversed. So the foil and the rare and the 3 uncommons are all stacked like that, and the American one is the exact opposite. Exact opposite. Or rather the reverse. Rather, the Japanese is the reverse. So yeah, that's very interesting. Art cards and tokens must be interchangeable from what I can tell. We'll see. What do we get? Yeah, that was the pull from that pack, and so far not real thrilled. What else can I do here to... Yeah, I already seen that one. You know, quality of the cards looks pretty much the same. Purple backing, I think, for the American, and yeah, purple, yeah, the purple core also on the Japanese. So that's holding true. Yeah, pretty weird. Packaging's a little bit different. Card quality is the same on the inside. The order has been different. Mythic, we got a Rite of the Dragon collar. Oh, we got that Chrono Mob Boss again, so that's cool. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. That's a nice pull to start off with. Yep. See, this is what I'm talking about. I should not be having a fight with it. Right, inferior. This is an island. An art card that is an island. It's actually kind of, that's actually kind of badass, right? That's pretty. That might go into one of my decks. Double rare pack from the Japanese side of the house. Yeah, nothing to scream about. So this was more just supposed to be like a comparison of the 2 different boxes, because I knew when I picked up this second box that it was different. I knew ahead of time. I didn't even have to really look at it. Vengeful Blood Witch, Vampire Warlock. Oh, this is interesting. Tiny Bones, Bauble Burglar, legendary creature, Skeleton Rogue. Whenever an opponent discards a card, exile it from their graveyard with a stash counter on it. During your turn, you may play cards you don't own with stash counters on them from exile. And mana of any type can be spent to cast those spells. 1 black, 3 colorless, tap. Each opponent discards a card, activate only as a sorcery. Whoa. You know what's really great about this card is I have a discard deck that's black and blue. So it has like no creatures in it either. None. It's a discard deck with no creatures. This could be my commander for it. That's funny. I could actually turn my discard deck into a commander deck. Yeah, that's cool. Ooh, performing artist. A devil. Oh, perforating artist, excuse me. Not performing artist. Perforating artist. Death Touch. Raid. Oh, at the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, each opponent loses 3 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent of their choice or discards a card. All right, that's not bad. All you gotta do is attack. It doesn't have to be with this creature, I don't think. Right, it doesn't say if this creature attacked, it just says if you attacked. Wow. Yeah, that's kind of awesome, and that's an uncommon. Treasure with a food on the back. What did I pull? I can't even remember what that one was out of. I think that was the one I fought with, so this is probably there. Yeah, this is where I could get myself. So that's 2 packs, and that's 3, isn't it? So that's actually from this other side. See, I caught it. I caught it. All right. 3. Boy, this is going to take forever. I used to love opening boxes, but when I got 2 boxes from 2 different countries of printing origin, yeah, I just made myself a headache. Maybe not. Sarah Angel, cool, that's nice. Oh, that's cool. Zabify, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Yeah, that's one of them cards like you do on, yeah, turn 4 and you throw away something big on turn, say 2. Yeah, somebody not going to be happy. You know, it's like throwing that 10/10 that costs like 5 green away, and then you play this. Here, let me get a 10/10 on like turn 3. Burnstar, Crystal Barricade again. That's cool. That'd be the second one. Yep. What the hell is that? Preposterous Proportions. Oh, I'm gonna have to look for that card. That looks like it might be kind of interesting. Okay, so that was Japanese one again? No, don't tell me I did it again. Yeah, what did I do? I got 8 that are there. And 10 that are there. Hell if I know. It don't matter. It's all going into the same collection. Man, I'm still smelling them mats. They've been off gassing the whole time. I've been wondering why I've been feeling kind of ill. And it's that. It's making me sick. Felling Blow, 9 lives familiar. Cool. That's cool. This is a 9 lives, a cat with 9 lives. That's pretty awesome. You know, it basically can just come back. Like, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Just keeps coming back. Oh, look, an Evolving Wilds. Every time I see an Evolving Wilds, I'm just going to call it a Joey Moss. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to call it a Joey Moss. Yeah, nothing screaming at me here. Another Mob Boss. Oh, I got a Johnny, Caller of Pride, Planeswalker. Wow, the -8's pretty serious. Yeah, create X 2/2 white creatures, or what 2/2 white cat creature tokens where X is your life total. That's insane. I have a white life gain deck, and like that would be insane. Here, I'm at 100 life. Right? I get 100 2/2 creatures. They all gain haste because of this creature. They attack you. And everyone else on the board. Yeah, it's just one of them weird things. Baked into a pie. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Alright, onward and upward. We're just bowling along here. Boatway fishing pole. Oh, yeah, that's kind of cool. Honestly, it should be honestly, I think the fishing pole, it should generate a food token, but I get why it's, you know, a 1/1 blue fish creature token. That's kind of cool. Crystal barricade, a different photo. Yeah, that's cool. That's a different piece of art. Yeah. Nothing insane yet. Nothing. I was hoping to get one of those fancy doodle coatings in one of these. And I haven't pulled one yet. I figure I probably got one. They're going to be one with that special coating on it in here. Orc Pirate. Strongbox Raider. Yeah. Resembling skeleton. Yeah. Animal elves. Zombie token, homunculus horde. Hey, look, it's Mike and his buddies. Overrun, that's good. Make your move. That's kind of cool. That's a chess reference. That used to be one of the things that my guys and I did when we were in high school. Is we actually made a chess deck out of Magic cards, and we had every chess piece represented. And yeah, it wasn't a very good deck, but it was the idea was that was the theme that was there. Oh, cool. Lateral Blade of the Elves. Menace. Oh wow. So yeah, if this thing does combat damage to a player, you get elves. And then its tap ability is tap 10 untapped elves you control. Each opponent loses 10 life, and you gain 10 life. Holy cow, that's a fucking elf for an elf deck. Okay. Progenitius for 10, right? 2 of each color. Protected from everything, and it's a 10/10. If it goes to a graveyard from anywhere, reveal it and shuffle it into its owner's library. Okay, so this thing just can't go anywhere back into its deck. It's either in play, in hand, or in your deck. Nowhere else. Goblin Borders. Okay. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I think this is the one that was supposed to go over there. I don't know. I can't even... Yeah, I've already lost track of what I'm pulling from. I know this is the Japanese one, because I'm having a fight with it. Preposterous Proportions. Yeah, it's got squirrels on it. That's awesome. Creatures you can control get +10/+10, and vigilance until end of turn. Which means they don't have to tap to attack. That's insane. Scavenging Ooze. An offer you can't refuse. Counter target non-creature spell. Its controller creates 2 treasure tokens. No, you get treasure instead. Yeah. Yeah, so far, not bad. It's fun opening this stuff up and reading some of the cards out of it. Alright, Helpful Hunter. Goblin Surprise. Right, another one of those cards that goes into my Goblin deck. What we got here? We got Mischief, Mystic, Divine Resilience, Battlesong Berserker, Spinner of Souls, Mild-Mannered Librarian. Okay. Yeah. Not so thrilling. Let's go. Yeah, the Japanese packaging is shit. Yeah, I bet you these things were printed on the same machine, just in a different country. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, I can tell they're different. A different print run. The quality is different. It's really close. Really close. Rise of the Dark Realms. Put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control for 9. 7 colorless and 2 black. That would be a game-ending card to play in Commander late game. You know? Oh, hey, everyone's been beating each other up for 45 minutes now. You know, in like a 4-player game, and then you drop this. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Something else for some of these cards, you know? Yeah, I really haven't seen anything that's just like that I want to jump out of my seat for, you know? Yeah, just not seeing it, you know? I think I had more happiness with the starter collection at this point than I have opening up these other these play boosters. Wow, that's pretty good. Elvish Archdruid. Other elf creatures you control get +1/+1, and then tap, add 1 green for each elf you control. So this is another one of those elf deck ramp cards that is just insane. Oh, that's kind of cool. Heraldric Banner. That's one of those things you can put in. Yeah, it's like another mana rock, and then some. There's other cards that kind of do the same thing. You know, creatures you control get plus this, and, you know. But yeah, this is actually really good uncommon. This would be a commander card that I would definitely put in my commander deck. Yeah, +1 advantage and add mana. Can't really complain. So yeah, that's an uncommon card, and that's probably one of the better uncommon cards I've seen so far. Yeah, the packaging, like, that's probably the biggest thing that I've seen between these two products. Another Mob Boss. Pretty. Tranquil Cove. Another one of them lands that's not quite valueless, but it's not worth anything to me. You know, at least not as far as play value goes. If I can't use it as soon as I put it out, the way I want to use it, I'm not going to use it. It's just more cardboard. Oh, that's cool. Empyrean Eagle, flying. Other creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. So if you have flying deck, that's awesome. Delta Primal Hunter. Oh, it's 12. 12? Yeah. 2 green and 10. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control. Oh, okay. So if I have a bunch of 1/1 goblins out, you know, say like 10 1/1 goblins out, then this only costs 2. But yeah, that's like late game strategy. But that's kind of interesting. Yeah. Not seeing anything super insane yet. What is this? It's a raccoon and a frog, or a toad. Sylvan Scavenging. Blasphemous Edict. Okay. So Blasphemous Edict is 2 black and 3 colorless. You may pay 1 black rather than paying this spell's mana cost if there are 13 or more creatures on the battlefield. Each player sacrifices 13 creatures of their choice. Wow, okay. Exemplar of White. Yeah, that's kind of cool. 3/3. Oh, Embercleave. This is the mythic flash legendary artifact for 2 red and 4 colorless. That's kind of expensive. This spell costs 1 less for each attacking creature you can control. Okay, so that makes it cheap. If you know, after you've had some things out. Whenever Embercleave enters, attach it to target creature you can control. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has double strike and trample. Okay, so when it comes into play, you can put it on something right off the bat. But if you want to equip it, it costs 3 colorless. That's pretty awesome. +1/+1 and double strike, and you can move it around. I can see why it would be 6. Involuntary employment. Okay. Haha, okay, so this is cool. So this is a red control card, which actually is quite valuable to me because I have what I call a fling deck. And the idea is you steal their creatures and then you fling them back at them. So you're essentially able to clear the board and deal damage to them. It's a really fun deck to play. So this goes right along with that, but it gives you a treasure token. So it, like, you get a kickback from casting this. Yeah, that's awesome. So Foundations, all in all, has given me some new staples. I don't know if I want to call them staples, but it's given me some new stuff to put in some of my old decks. Hey, it's a Joey Moss. Frenzy Goblin. Oh, that's cool. You can make somebody stand still. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, I got a Chandra Flame Shaper. So this is my second Planeswalker I've got out of these two boxes. I don't remember which one I got the first one out of. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, her abilities are really neat. Yeah, that's a good pull. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the best pulls I got so far. Is her? Man, she's expensive. She costs $7. Yeah, I think that's one of the best pulls I've got so far. That other Planeswalker I got, that was a really good pull. The Gilded Lotus and the Soul Ring in the starter collection, those were good pulls. But nothing of the new special coating or whatever it is. Curator of Destinies. The spell can't be countered. Eh, mediocre card. And it's curved too, because it's foil. Yeah, that wasn't a bad pack, I guess. Yep, not anything leaping out at me. Yeah, I'm starting to get a handle on how this Japanese packaging opens. I do believe I had this one already, and it was not the full art. Yeah, this is the Japanese one, and like I don't like the graininess that's on this. It's just not. It don't look right. Yeah. The Japanese printing is just, it's not the same. I'm not disappointed, but it's not the same. You know? This is just another one of those things. Whoever's working at Wizards, and whatever they're doing, like they're not doing what they were doing before. They're doing something else, and they're not doing it right. Yeah, the print quality on this is just not there. No, that's a good card. That's a doubling season, man. Yeah, that might be the spendiest card that I have pulled yet, is that doubling season. Now, I don't know what are the high cards and Foundations. I haven't bothered to look at the price list. I wanted to let Foundations be out for a while so it could stabilize, and I'm not going to be getting insane ideas for... Oh, see, this is cool. Anthem of Champions. Creatures you control get +1/+1. So there's other cards that do this exact same thing, but different color combination of mana and title, of course. Flavor text different too. Yeah, that's great for it only being a 2-drop. Yeah, and it being green and white, like you could make an insane creature-based deck with white and green. You know, because you got the ramp from white, or the ramp from green, and, you know, white's known for little creatures, right? White weenie deck. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of that before. It's all out of small, super cheap white creatures that you could just literally the battlefield with. And you win because you just have creature volume on top. And like they can't deal with it. There's no way to deal with it other than you have to use a board wipe spell. And that's the only way that you're going to get around that type of deck. The funny thing is white is known for board wipe. So, yeah, it's one of those things that's kind of baked into white. And, yeah, ramp from green, yeah, the sky's the limit pretty much. 1,000-Year Storm. Wow, that's insane. So this is kind of like giving everything like Cascade in a way, right? Or rather, it kind of like copies things and makes more. Like it's a storm, right? It's the storm effect. So this thing says whenever you cast an instant or a sorcery spell, copy it for each other instant and sorcery spell you've cast before it this turn. You may choose new targets for the copies. So, what? You play a cheap spell and then you copy it. Yeah, that's just that can get out of hand real fast. That's pretty cool. Bird Wizard, 1/3 flying, and it gets +1 whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell. Yeah, you get +1/+0 and gains trample whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell. And it says creatures you control. So that's all of them. Yeah. The art on these cards is, good as ever. But, yeah, the graininess. I just don't get it. I do not get it why the graininess is there where it hasn't been before. Like, the graininess is kind of on the American cards, but it's not the same. Heir Apparent. That's kind of a cool card. It's a common card. Anthem of Champions. That's another good card. Yeah, just not anything like really screaming at me. Like, but it had some good pulls. You know, there was a doubling season. There's been 3 Planeswalkers. And, yeah, there's been some other, the mob boss, the Goblin mob boss. That was kind of cool. I think twice. Ooh. I like it. It's foil. 6/6 Elder Dinosaur. Wow. So that's actually really good. So it's expensive for it being 6, but this is a rare, and this is something you would want to play later in the game anyways. Yeah, whenever Italy attacks, exile the top 10 card of each player's library. Then you may cast any number of spells from among those cards without paying their mana costs. Right, each player. So if you're playing against 3 other people, that's 40 cards that you get to deal with. 10 of your own and 10 of each of your opponents. That's kind of badass. That's kind of insane. Yeah, just wow. Okay, that got a wow out of me. So there's some insane stuff in Foundations, definitely. You know, it makes me, my brain's gonna be spinning so hard after going through all this that yeah, who knows what kind of decks I'm gonna try to build. I'm gonna have to go down to the card shop and find some people to play. No tournaments though. Ooh, this is rude. Authority of the Consuls. Enchantment. Creatures your opponent control enter tapped. Whenever a creature your opponent controls enters, you gain 1 life. That's super good. Super duper good. Yeah. Here. They're tapped. Right? They come into play tapped. Which means it's not just summoning sickness. They come into play tapped. So that's great. Fishing pole. You know, oh, this is the one that's been signed. What do we got here? So this is Drake Hatcher with the signature on it. Interesting. What? Time stop. Okay, end the turn. That's good, but it's expensive. 6. It's like, nope, stop. My turn. Yeah, that's what you do. That's one of them you got to sit on, and you got to play it at the right time. It's a good card. And I've used it before in play, and my opponent didn't like that. They were like, what? Yeah. Like, okay. Pilfer! Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Yeah, that belongs in my discard deck. Sphinx of Forgotten Lore. The second time I've seen that out of this bunch. Big deal. We getting to be about halfway through both of these. Yeah, all in all, yeah, I kind of have mixed feelings. Quick draw Katana. During your turn, equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has first strike. That's kind of stupid. Like, you only get the first strike during your turn. I suppose it's good because of how they have first strike worded there. Another 9 lives familiar. Burst lightning. Yeah. What? Yeah, quality concerns with Japanese versus American printings. Yeah, 100% different. Yeah, another heir apparent. Yeah, cool. Yeah, like mixed. I have mixed feelings about Foundations at the moment. Like, some of it is like, yeah, I'm great. This is an awesome set. I'm glad they did it. And yeah. Part of me is like, yeah, no, okay. But Thirsty Conqueror. Vampire Knight, flying, death touch, 5/5. Whenever opponent loses life, you gain that much life. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's a serious vampire. Bushwhack. Choose one. Search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. Or target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's a great common card. I got Goblin Borders for the art card. Yeah, pretty good, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to keep saying this probably every time I open up one of these Japanese packs. It's the quality. Like, this is grainy, right? It's grainy. And even on the back of the cards, it shows. It's not, yeah, the print quality is suffering. Like, it's not end all, and like, you really got to look for it. You're not going to notice unless you're looking for it. If you're just a casual person playing or first exposed to Magic, you will not notice the difference between an American one and a Japanese one. Yeah, Goblin Negotiation. X and 2 red. Goblin Negotiation deals X damage to target creature. Create a number of 1/1 red goblin creature tokens equal to the amount of excess damage dealt to that creature this way. So you want to go overboard and then you get goblins out of it. Juggersnot again. Sylvan Scavenging. Oh, cool. Doubling season again. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, I'm very pleased with that. That is not one, but 2 doubling seasons that I have got. And I'll have to figure out which box I got the doubling season out of first. Yeah, I'll go through again and look at all of these. I probably should have been separating them while I was doing this, but I wanted to just get through the packs, not separate the cards. Tiny Bones, Bobble Burglar. Yeah, I already pulled him once, and I'm glad that I have 2 of them now. That means that's a for sure pull in my discard deck, because I typically put 2 of a card that I have a specific purpose for in a deck. There's always 2 of them. I don't ever have just 1 of something in a deck unless it is something that I only need 1 of. Because if you have 1, then you have none. Because if somebody eliminates that 1, you don't get to use it. You know, if they exile it, you don't get it back for that game. So, Mossborn Hydra. Yeah, that's cool. Wow, yeah, this would be insane. So, this costs 3, right? 1 green, 2 colorless. It has trample. It enters with a 1/1 counter on it. So it starts off as a 1. But every time you put a land into play, you double the number of 1/1 counters on it. So 1 land, oh, it's now a 2. Second land, it's now 4. And so on and so forth. And then if you're double dropping lands, Refute. That's another great counter spell. Counter target spell, draw a card, then discard a card. That's totally fair. Yeah. that was a fairly good pack, I think. Yeah, some good stuff there. Man, it must be cold outside. I'm like starting to get some goose pimples. Alright, what do we got here? Elenda, Saint of Dusk again. Yeah, just not anything. You're getting there. Oh, Siobhan Dragon. And that's funny that they made it an uncommon, even though it was a rare in the past. So I'm disappointed that they dumbed down a Siobhan Dragon. That should never have been changed to an uncommon. It's a fucking rare card. Like, I get it. Now it should be an uncommon because it's been around and been reprinted so many times. But still, they should have done it a solid and left it a rare. You know, it's been printed time and time again. Youthful Valkyrie for the art card. Extravagant Replication for 6. Oh, okay. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a token that's a copy of another target non-land permanent you control. I would have no problem paying 6 to have that in play. To be generating... Oh, you could be generating stuff just insanely. That's an insane card. And another Siobhan Dragon. So I've gotten 2 Siobhans in like the last like 2 minutes. Yeah, and only 2 out of 2 boxes too. So Muldrotha the Gravetide, elemental avatar, legendary creature. During each of your turns, you may play a land and cast a permanent spell of each permanent type from your graveyard. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Quality difference between the Japanese and the American printings. Alright, so this is an American one in my left hand here. And yeah. The backs seem to be okay. I think that's the only thing that matches is the backs, because they're not grainy. Oh, Helpful Hunter in the foil, and then we got Progenitus again. Sarah Angel. See, that's still an uncommon card. And I don't know, that may have been rare in the past. I'm pretty sure that Sarah Angel's always been an uncommon card, but that's so weird. Yeah, that was probably not where that belonged. Or was it? Yeah, it is. Savannah Lions. That used to be a rare card too, back in the day. And it's an uncommon now. That's funny. Yeah, a little bit of red ramp right here for card draw. 1 and 1 red as an additional cost. Discard a card. draw 2 cards. So you played 2 and you're getting 2 in replace. So that's pretty good. Yep, Japanese packaging and just a little bit different. Slag Storm for the rare. Yep. Yeah, opening the American ones is so easy, and the Japanese ones it actually takes a little bit more. Joey Moss. Alicia, who laughs at fate. And this is these are the American ones. I don't know, maybe it's just certain cards that are grainy. Painful Quandary. Wow! Painful Quandary. 2 black and 3 colorless. So whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player loses 5 life unless they discard a card. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty mean. And what's up with this 14 cards per pack thing? It used to be 15 cards per pack. Blasting Edict, Meteor Golem. Yeah, another shit pack. Yep. Another ship pack. Not anything even worth saying. Yeah, see, I can't even do the same moves to open the pack that I do on the American one. Yeah, how much longer did that take me than my last one? About 10 times longer. There we go. Day of Judgment. There's the white board wipe that I was talking about. But it's, yeah, it's called Day of Judgment instead of, fuck, I can't remember. Wrath of God. That's why. Day of Judgment instead of Wrath of God. They changed it because it was probably a better way to name it. It's also a different card, too. So you can have multiple copies of it in a white deck. So probably good for a board wipe white deck to have multiple versions, right? So no problem with that. It comes right open. The other one, no. Look at that, back-to-back Day of Judgments. That's funny. One in the Japanese and then one in the American. Yeah, so funny. At least that tells you that you're getting consistency out of a box. Gleaming Barrier. And this is another one of them grainy cards. And this is the Japanese one too. Kato, Cunning Infiltrator. Yeah, same thing. It's grainy. Mischievous Pup. Yeah, I want to say that the Japanese cards they're just a little bit grainier. Which is odd. You would think that if they're printed on the same machines, it doesn't matter what country the machines are being held in by all rights. It's in a fucking warehouse somewhere being worked. That the quality would be the same because they're using all the same shit. Yep, another signature. That's the second one. Felidar Savior. Yeah, just weird. Weird and weird and weird and weird. Hey, that one was actually pretty quick. I think I lucked out. Baked into Pie, Rune Scarred Demon. Oh, this has got a built-in tutor. That makes this super cheap because you get another card when you play this. And the double rare pack. Fiendish Panda, Bear Demon. Oh, whenever you gain life, put 1/1 counter on this creature. Whenever this creature dies, return another target non-bear creature card with mana value less than or equal to this creature's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, cool. So, if this thing dies, you get something back. Weird. Yeah, there's definitely some cool shit in Foundations. No doubt about it. Yeah, as far as the set goes, I think that, you know, Wizards did another good set. Foil overrun, cool. Yeah, I think my big pulls so far out of this have been the doubling seasons and the planeswalkers. So I don't know if I got my money back or if I broke even on this. But you know, I didn't intend on making money on this. You know, it's more like I am a player and a collector. And yeah. Yeah. Preposterous Proportions. That's cool. That's the second one I have gotten out of these two boxes. So, yeah, they're cool shit. Yeah, cool shit. Other than the fucking packaging. I swear. It's so rude to be repeating myself time and time again. Yeah, just nothing. I think we're running out of steam here. I haven't gotten anything good for at least 2 or 3 packs. Like that. Valkyrie's Call. Man, it just turns it into an angel. We got 8 packs left. 4 in each box. That's cool. What is that? Abyssal Harvester. Preposterous Proportions. That's 3. Wow. I'm going to have to, like, do a green deck with, like, squirrels or something. And doubling season and stuff like that. Who knows? I have to revisit my green deck. Maybe just make a new one with a bunch of cheap creatures and just like make it so like super ramp. Phyrexian Arena, we've seen that one already. Draw a card, lose a life each turn. Oh, Goblin Negotiation. Another Fiendish Panda too. Yeah, that wasn't a bad pack, I guess. foil Joey Moss, and it's grainy as shit. Genesis Wave, Spinner of Souls, Garuk's Uprising, Venture Gear. Yeah, the Japanese ones are grainy, hands down. After opening 36 plus packs of the American stuff already because of the bundle and the starter collection. Yeah, another Siobhan Dragon is uncommon. Raise the Past. See, this is what I'm talking about. Raise the Past. This is so for a white weenie deck, right? 2 white, 2 colorless. Not anything that's going to break the bank on for a cast and spell. Return all creature cards with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Right? Green and white weenie deck with ramp and this and board wipe. Oh my gosh. You can let them all die and then bring them all back. Herald of Eternal Dawn. This is probably one of the better cards that I will get out of this. Flash, flying, you can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. So yeah, you can. This is one of those you can pull it out of your ass cards and they can't get you. Can't get you. Hey, look at that. That one opened right up like how it should. Ah, foil hair apparent, cool. Yeah, the Japanese, hands down, is just grainy. If that's what they were going for, they hit it right on the head. Grainy. Yep. And yeah, the American ones, they are not as grainy. They have a little bit of grain, but I think that that's what they were trying for, is to have a little bit, not a lot. Okay. Celestial Armor, Alenda's Saint of the Dusk. This is the full art, and like, I've already seen this one. Full art, foil, borderless. Big deal. I don't care. Yeah, I'm going to say the Doubling Season and the Planeswalkers were probably the best hits out of both of these boxes. And honestly, out of everything, too. Like, the Gilded Lotus and the Soul Ring out of the starter collection, kind of nice, but big deal, you know? Arabo. The First Fang. Legendary creature cat avatar. Other cats you control get 1/1. Whenever Arbo or another non-token cat control enters, create a 1/1 white cat creature token. So I guess if you could like flicker this in and out, you could create tokens like crazy. Yep, Joey Moss in that one there too. Yeah, we down to our last 2 there, fellas. We got 1 American and 1 Japanese. Rude. Just so rude. Gutless Plunder, cool. Sire of 7 Deaths is Eldrazi. First strike, Vigilance, Menace, Trample, Reach, Lifelink, Ward, pay 7 life. High Society Hunter. Savannah Lions, another rare that is now an uncommon. Goblin Negotiation. Yeah, definitely doing that Goblin deck. Definitely. It's going to happen. Oh, and this is a signature card for the 9 lives, right? Yep, 9 lives familiar. And it don't have a signature, but it's got cool art. All right, American pack. What do we got? Last but not least, reassembling, mild-mannered librarian, curator of destinies, Aetherize. That's cool. Turn all attacking creatures to their owner's hand. Yeah, all in all, not bad. Japanese versus American Foundation Play Boosters box opening. And the little bit of differences that I saw. So, hope y'all enjoyed. We'll see you on the next one. And if you liked the Magic content, pipe up and say something so I know that you guys want to see more of it. See ya on the next one.